Broadcasting from Slough. Streaming around the world.
This is Mark Denholm on Atom Radio.
Atom Radio. Oh, yeah. Playing the music you want to hear.
The podcast.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
Hello, welcome to episode 157 of the best bits of the Atom Radio Breakfast Show. And here we are on fireworks weekend, bonfire night last night. That doesn't mean the fireworks stop. Do you know what? Loads of people are saying, be careful of your cat, etc., etc. My cat went from the back of the house to the front of the house and sat in my bedroom window and my son's bedroom window just watching the displays over the weekend. So yeah, he absolutely loved it. Absolutely, he was in his element, let's be honest here. On the podcast this week, take 1, take 2, take 3, give up. Homework excuses on the way as well. Songs from ice cream vans coming up as well. We keep on the food theme with unusual sandwiches that you've had. We've also got fashion tips from Mr. Merry as well. And things that test your patience. All that and more on the way in episode 157 of the podcast.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
Morning then, welcome to Monday. Mark Denholm on Atom Radio. Loud, proud and standing out from the crowd over the weekend. Problems with the chicken legend as McDonald's has more supply chain issues. They were branded psycho and out of order after customers online were unable to purchase a chicken legend burger. The fast food supplier blaming or even the first flu. Shall I just try that again? No, actually forget it. I don't really care. I wouldn't have had one anyway.
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio. Atom Radio.
Monday morning it is, 1st of November, first day back after half term as well. And I do hope that goes well. And obviously, I hope that you've done your homework, all right? If you are going to school today, work hard and learn loads. So then when you go to work in the future, you will be able to put that knowledge together and work hard and earn loads, right? There's my top tip for you today. But then on the other hand, I hope you haven't done your homework because I want to know what excuse you would use this morning had you not done your homework. On air at atomradio.co.uk is how you get in touch this morning. And Kerry emails me and says, this is 100% true. My dad had got a convertible BMW and he was taking us to school one day, me and my brother. And we'd made him put the roof down, even though it was early in the morning. We made him put the roof down so we looked good when he dropped us off at school. And he told me, just check whether or not you've got your homework. And I did, and I lifted it out from my bag and held it up for him so he could see it in the mirror. Because my brother was sat in the front as I was in the back. I lifted it up so he could see it in the mirror. The wind caught it and blew it away. And I had to say, when I got into school, I'm sorry, I have done my homework. I don't have it. It's somewhere on the road because it blew away out of our new car.
Mark Denholm.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
Tuesday morning and the temperatures are turning chilly. An overnight low last night of 1 degree. That's it. Tonight, slightly warmer at 4 degrees, but a high of just 12 degrees today. So with that in mind, and my mind being my mind, today I ask you, if you bought an ice cream van, and they all have their tones, don't they? They're like ringtones. But if you bought an ice cream van, they all have their tunes to get you to come out and buy ice cream. What would you set yours up as, right? So you're driving round and you come up to your first port of call where you're going to park up and hopefully sell lots of ice cream. What tune is going to come blaring out of your van as you go round, all right? Now, often these are played through horrible, tinny, blown-out speakers. I'm hoping that the first one today would get a decent set of speakers to be played out of, because it is one of the anthems that we play on this very radio station. Morning, Mick. Mick says, morning, Marky. If I was buying an ice cream van, surely it would have to be Foreigner, Cold as Ice. That's clever, Mick. I like it. Very, very clever. First one in today, and I think that could do with some beating, if I'm honest. It's going to take some guess to beat that one, or not some guess, some suggestion even. On air at atomradio.co.uk if you would like to get involved.
Mark Denham on Atom Radio.
Nige says, what about something from Godley and Ice Cream? Now, I see what you did there, Nige. I see what you did, but I think that one may not work because you'd have to be of a certain age to even get the Godley and Cream link, and then Godley and Ice Cream, you'd probably have to explain it to everyone why you were playing that. I mean, I'm not really certain, if I'm honest, like wedding bells as you're about to sell ice cream. I'm not really certain that will work out, even if it is from Godley and Ice Cream, as you put it. But thank you, Nige. I get what you were trying. Morning, Victoria. Earlier on, Mick said it'd be Foreigner and Cold as Ice. Victoria has come in, smashed it on the level as well. Victoria says surely it has to be Vanilla Ice and Ice Baby. Yeah, that'll work, Victoria. That would work, wouldn't it? Word to your mother and all that. That'll work. Yo, man, let's get out of here. You could have that bit playing, couldn't you? Like when they finish selling, as they're coming round, you could have Ice Baby Too Cold, right? And then as they finished and they're driving off, you know, yo, man, let's get out of here. Word to your mother. Could work.
Mark Denham.
Today, I want to talk about Fayaz Siddiqui. You may not know the name. Fayaz Siddiqui is a 41-year-old man. He has a graduate degree from Oxford. He is a qualified lawyer. He has been to court to force his parents to look after him, to fund him. The man is 41. He will not get a job. He took his parents to court. Trained as a lawyer with a top legal firm, says that he is completely financially dependent on his elderly mother and father. For years they have given him handouts, put him up rent-free in £1 million flat near Hyde Park. However, his parents have then said, listen, jog on son, fund yourself. The case has managed to get to the Court of Appeal before being thrown out, saying that married parents now have no legal duty to support their adult children. So Fayaz Siddiqui, at the age of 41, you are going to have to get off your backside and actually earn some money and actually fund yourself. Today, I want to know, what is the last thing that the bank of mum and dad helped you buy? On air at atomradio.co.uk. Always well used, isn't it? The bank of mum and dad. Today, though, what is the last thing that the bank of mum and dad helped you to buy? Because unlike Fayaz Siddiqui, most of us grow up.
Mark Denham.
You know how they say, well, some say anyway, that all men are pigs, which I must admit I 100% disagree with. Although as a man, I will agree that some men are pigs. But I'd like to say, I don't think all men are pigs. The age-old stereotype of men being less emotionally invested in relationships with women is not true, according to leading psychologists. They've done a study of relationships looking at the data of more than 184,000 people, and heartache at the end of a relationship was more commonly discussed by men than women. So there you are, you see. People say all men are pigs, etc., etc., etc. Men in heterosexual relationships feel more pain than women following a breakup and are more likely to discuss heartbreak. This is a study done at Lancaster University. So there you are, you see. If you're a lady just saying, all men are pigs. No. It's just not the case. It's not true. You see, men actually do have hearts. There you are. That's that sorted early on.
Mark Denham on Atom Radio.
Right, I've held on to this for ages and ages and ages now. Today, we're talking about sandwiches and the most unusual sandwiches that you have ever had, right? Mick emails and says, morning Marky, the most unusual sandwich I've ever had was bread, no butter, and pickled onion Monster Munch. Now, I love pickled onion Monster Munch, Mick. It's my favourite flavour. Absolutely love it. And I am now thinking I'm going to have to try a pickled onion Monster Munch sandwich. I've eaten my 2 shortbreads that I've got, so they're gone. There's nothing else now until 10 o'clock. I'm going to have to go get some pickled onion Monster Munch because I don't have any. I'm going to have to go get some bread as well because I don't have any. But I'm definitely going to have to try a pickled onion Monster Munch sandwich on air at atomradio.co.uk for your most unusual sandwich that you have ever had.
Mark Denham on Atom Radio.
There is one other thing as well, actually, and that is a question as to whether we should call you Steve Merry or whether we should call you Vidal Sassoon.
Oh no, don't mention the haircut, please.
Steve's sporting a brand new hairstyle as well. He's a very fashionable man, so if you do see him at the game on Sunday, make sure you check out his new hairstyle. I have to say, Steve, you pulled it off quite well.
A few people have said it looks all right, actually. I was quite shocked.
You pulled it off quite well, I have to say, so I'll give you that.
Mark Denham.
I want to talk to you about yesterday. We were talking about sandwiches yesterday, and Mick suggested a pickled onion Monster Munch sandwich. I have to say, right, I promised I'd try it, so I went out and I got some bread and I got some pickled onion Monster Munch, and I put them all together, and I wasn't really that taken with it, if I'm entirely honest, Mick. I ended up like pulling the bread apart, tipping the Monster Munch back out, eating the bread on its own, and eating the pickled onion Monster Munch on their own as well. I just didn't think that they went together, if I am 100% honest. But, you know, I hope you enjoy yours next time you have one, though.
Mark Denham on Atom Radio.
Today, I want you to share with me what has tested your patience most. What have you most waited for? Because I am possibly the world's most impatient man. Morning, Carly. Carly says, I spent 4 days on the phone dialing up, engaged, dialing up, engaged, dialing up, engaged, dialing up, engaged, eventually get through. Can you guess what it's for yet, by the way? Carly then says, I'm sorry, there are no appointments today left. So then she has to do it again the next day. Dialing up, engaged, dialing up, engaged, dialing up, engaged. And it is so difficult. I do remember, well, my doctors have kicked me out, funny enough. I've not moved house since 1996. And all of a sudden they've decided I live outside of their boundary after I did something very similar to Carly, and then said on the 3rd day, I said, no, wait, before you just say there's no appointments, right? Can't go to the walk-in centre, it's shut. Can't go to the emergency care because it's shut. And you say you have no appointments. What do I do? They managed to find me an appointment and then kick me out. So yeah, now I've got to find a new doctor. Carly, I feel your pain on that.
atomradio.co.uk.
What about that lady, eh? I don't know her, she doesn't know me. And there we were in the supermarket, and straight away she spotted my impatience. I mean, I gave it away. I was on the phone at the time, and I did say, God, this queue's going to take forever. I am probably one of the least patient people in the world. And now that transpires to an absolute stranger who just knows, oh, look, there he is. There's the impatient man, should ever we be queuing together again in the supermarket. I'll have to work on my patience, I think. Thank you, as always, for checking out the podcast. That is episode 157, wrapped up. I know Fireworks Night was last night. This podcast comes out on Saturday, the 6th of November. I know Fireworks Night, therefore, would have been last night and all that. But what I will say is, if you are doing fireworks this weekend at home, do them safely. If you are going to a display, enjoy the display. Probably also best, all things considered, if you wrap up warm as well. Otherwise, chilly.
Atom Radio. Ooh, yeah. Playing the music you want to hear.
Podcast done. Now you can check it out live Monday to Friday, 6 until 10 on atomradio.co.uk. Tune in, Radio Box, Streamer, Smart Speaker and iTunes Radio. See you Monday morning from 6.
Atom